I don't really know what I'm doing this time around. Quite frankly, I don't think it matters. But I made a promise to myself, and I'm not about to let me down again. Everything hurts right about now. And I do mean everything. Everything I once viewed as good, it hurts. Everything I've always viewed as negative hurts more. Everything that's always been more or less neutral to me, nowadays it hurts. Sometimes just thinking about the very idea of my own existence hurts. Just thinking about the fact, like, oh, I exist. That's painful. I just don't understand why everyone is so set on repeating the past. History is not meant to be repeated. It's meant to be learned from. But everyone refuses to learn because it's so hard. But you're okay with your children living in a world where they have to fear for their lives for merely existing as themselves. You're okay with that. But you're not okay with questioning your own ideals, questioning anything, everything. If it exists, it is meant to be questioned. If you don't ask questions, you don't learn. If you don't learn, you don't grow. If you don't grow, we're stuck in the same place we were 1,000 years ago, just with a better mask. Not even a better mask at this point. All I want to do nowadays is cry and sleep. Cease to exist, cry, sleep, go back to not existing, cry, sleep some more. And everything feels so absolutely pointless. Like, no matter how much you give, it doesn't matter because the people who need to be changing the most refuse it. It's like, why are you so okay with being ignorant? With staying ignorant? staying, I know I said stagnant a lot, but honestly, yeah, we're staying stagnant, staying stupid, controlled. Black cat. Huh. Hey, buddy. It's the first time I've seen a cat in a while. Just because we're all going to die doesn't mean that we should act as if our lives and the lives of those around us don't matter. In the long run, yeah, nothing matters. That doesn't mean that we should be shit human beings just because we can. The whole point of living is to experience something, the full range of emotions, to have fun, to experience connection. But we've allowed the privileged 1% to take that and twist it and turn life into something it was never meant to be. A machine built for profit. I don't know about you, but I need to live. I need to know what that's like. So many, too many people walk around merely surviving till the day that they die because they know nothing else. Because that's what they were taught, what they were raised to do. Nobody even gives themselves the chance to live. Because it's all about survival. I don't want survival. I would rather die at 25 and my happiest, being my happiest, than to live 100 years miserably. Living a long life does not equal winning. It's what you do with the time that you have. If you spend all of your time working endlessly as a replaceable cog in the machine that sole purpose is to continue running and running to make billionaires richer, to keep us poor so they maintain control and power over us. if that's what you spend your life working in, yeah, everything is pointless. You're not doing anything. You gotta do what you gotta do for yourself, for your family, but at a certain point, what are you really doing? Do you not have goals, aspirations? Is this not a stepping stone? Everybody has their own unique gifts, talents, ideas, creations to bring to life that only they can bring to life, but those things will not come to life if you don't if you keep ignoring your own power and giving it away to somebody else, somebody who doesn't give a shit about you, somebody you'll never meet. Are we all aware that every corporation, at least within the US, every corporation is run by the same, 5 families? Are we all aware of this? In a capitalistic society, which is the society that we live in, it is the normalcy. It is what is expected of us to push down the needs and desires of the many to satiate the wants of the few. Are we aware that there are more of us than there are of them? Are we aware that if we really wanted to, if we dared to exist enough, to actually do something, we could tear down this whole system? All of it. All of this pointless bullshittery of a society where nobody's happy. Everybody's just milling about, pretending to be somebody that they're not, just for acceptance from a stranger that will never see them again, talk to them again, probably ever think about them again. And you're gonna throw your entire self away for somebody who is not gonna be in your life for more than a minute. One of the reasons why we're here is to experience connection within ourselves, within each other. You will never have that if you keep walking around with a mask. I don't care how comfortable it is. I don't care that everybody else is doing it. You will never be happy. You will never feel loved. You will never know what it is like to truly love, because you will never know yourself, so therefore you will never love yourself, and you will never know what it is like to be actually loved by somebody, because you never show yourself. Are you okay with that? surviving a pointless survival because you're afraid to live. I mean, I can't be mad. I'm a little coward too. I'm not trying to judge. That's not what I'm here for. I just want to wake you up to your own power, because you have power whether you believe it or not. Once you start believing, that's when you start being okay with taking action. When you start being okay with taking action, that's when shit actually happens. You know you're the only one who will ever fully know you. If you give yourself permission and the space to. You're the one who has to live with you. Every minute, every second of every day. So if you're not making your choices for yourself, what are you even doing? Your mother will never be affected by your choices the way you are. Your partner will never be affected by your choices the way you are. They're gonna die someday. They might leave you. Nothing is permanent except your relationship with you. And that's where it all starts. I see another cat. You need to learn how to sit with yourself in silence. Be alone. If you can't be alone, you'll never fully be present with another. I feel like I've said all I needed to say. It's okay to cry. Please, for your sake, for the sake of the people around you, cry. You're okay. Feelings don't last forever. But in order for them to move on, in order for you to experience a different emotion, you have to fully feel it. Let that go.